Hello YouTube and welcome to another video. This is going to be a quick update to let you guys know what I'm up to on the X2 project, on the Jet Ski Brothers project, and a few other little things. I did get some footage from some of the fiberglassing on the X2. If enough of you want to see that and comment down in the comments section, then I will post it. I've actually partly edited the video, but I don't want to keep releasing videos on fiberglass work because I know it's probably going to drive some people crazy. I did just get the material. This is the part one of the update, I guess. I did just get a bunch of material. I told you guys at the end of the last video that I was ordering some thick material so that I didn't have to lay up layers and layers and layers to get the floor rebuilt, or the bottom of the ski rebuilt. Here I have some 18-ounce woven roving, so this cloth here, and I have this chop strand mat, which is about 1 millimeter thick. So that and the woven roving are going to rebuild the floor. So I am starting on that. As you can see, I did cut one piece out of this. That's all one piece. And I probably only needed the chop strand mat, but the woven roving conforms to shape much better, so I got some of that as well. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is the exhaust project, or the V8 Jet Ski project that I'm working on for the Jet Ski Brothers. Just kind of getting into that now. I was waiting on some dimensions from Josh. So he made up these really cool templates. I'm not going to get into that, but basically he let me know how much space that I had to work with. And so I've got these nifty templates. I'm going to attach them to some cardboard, cut them out, and then BJ has an LS engine that I can put the templates on and then figure out exactly how much room I have to make the exhaust system. So that is going to be something that I am working on in the next couple of weeks for sure. I'm going to be doing a lot of that, so you guys will be seeing some video footage of that. I did a bunch of patchwork on the X2. I'm just going to flip a light on here. I have done these 3 patches here. I got this done. I got this done. I think the last thing you guys saw me doing was these, and then putting the bottom piece on. I've also installed some bracing in the corners. I decided that I wanted to do the bracing on the inside rather than on the outside. In a previous video, I talked about building this up quite a bit. So what I've decided I'm going to do, I'm going to fill this basically the way the factory has it filled, and then I'm going to add a little bit of glass in here. But mainly what I'm going to do, or what I've already done, is I've built up on the inside here and here. I put a piece of EVA foam in behind and shaped it so that it basically triangulates this corner and adds a bunch of strength to it without adding very much weight. So that's a very Joel thing to do. What else did I do? I got a bunch of work done with the bow eye. So this was actually quite interesting. Some of you might want to see this. I ended up laminating a bunch of layers together. This is about 120 thousandths thick of fiberglass. And I sandwiched a whole bunch of layers together and cut out a slot on the front. And then I slid the whole sandwich, 120 thousandths sandwich, through with plastic on both sides so that I could actually slide it through. And then once I got it through, it was all soaked in epoxy. Once I got it through, I peeled the plastic off and stuck it on the inside, folded it over, let it cure, and sanded it down. I didn't actually get any footage of sanding because I'm pretty sure everybody's sick of seeing me sand stuff. Anyway, it turned out really good. This is structural. It is going to be a major part of the bow eye, but also, and probably more importantly, this is going to be basically a template or a mold for me to form the bottom part of the bow eye on. So pretty soon I'm going to be rebuilding the front of the jet ski. And when I join in the front fill to the bow eye area, I'm going to be using this piece as basically as a mold. So I'm going to come directly up from here and join into this, and I'm going to be doing that from the inside. So when I join into the bow eye from here, I'm actually going to cut out most of this material. I'm probably going to cut up like this and right across and then down like that. And so I'm going to use material that goes all the way from here up to the nose. This part of the jet ski, the front end of the jet ski, is actually going to be part of the bow eye. It's all going to be one piece of material, one solid lamination, and so it should be extremely strong. So as you guys can see, I've cut out this piece of chop strand mat and laid it inside. This stuff is very thick, so it doesn't conform terribly well to the shapes. But I'm going to use a little bit of woven roving. I cut this one out because it's kind of almost like cardboard. It's very thick, and so it holds its shape quite well. Basically, I'm using this piece as a pattern, and I think what I'm going to do is lay this down second. So underneath this, I'm actually going to take this out, and then the first layer that goes in, I think, will be the woven roving that I showed you earlier. So the woven roving will lay down and conform to the shape much better, and I will run it up quite a ways on the side of the hull. And yeah, I'll show you guys the woven roving here, give you an idea of how thick it is. It's a very, very heavy weave. So this is the stuff here. Quite thick. It's a little over 1/2 millimeter thick. And it conforms quite well. Just as an example of how well it conforms, if I pick this up from the middle, you can see it just folds in half. And then we have the chop strand mat, which is a little bit longer, so it should fold as well. But when I pick it up from the middle, it's solid. So this stuff doesn't like to wrap around corners very much. That stuff will conform very well. All right, I've got my calipers and they are zeroed out. 122 thousandths. So 3.1 millimeters is the thickness of that. And I want to get to about 7. So yeah, 0.57. So this stuff is about 1/2 millimeter. And this stuff is a full millimeter. And so 3 layers of that would be 3 millimeters, and 2 layers of the other stuff would be another millimeter. So 4 and 3 is 7. As far as the sides of the jet ski goes, I'm going to do 2 layers of fiberglass there. I'm going to do 1 layer of woven roving and 1 layer of the chop strand mat. And then on the outside of the jet ski, I'm going to do just a layer of chop strand mat. Once I'm finished putting that stuff in, I'm going to design and install some cross bracing. So this brace is actually going to get cut out. That's just about all I have to update you guys on the X2 about. I did shoot some footage of the bow eye and of the little repairs on the side of the jet ski. If you guys really want to see that, I will show you. But personally, I'm getting a little bit of sick of it. I think I've released about 4 videos now on fiberglass repair, and this is kind of just more of the same. I will be shooting footage when I fiberglass the front fill in place. I've got the cloth cut out, and so really the only thing holding me up now, the 2 things holding me up now, and I'm not complaining, but the Jet Ski Brothers manifold project is going to be taking priority because I don't want to hold them up. I don't want to be the one thing that is causing them not to get this project done, so I'm going to try to blast through that as quickly as possible, get you guys some different content for a little while, and help those guys out. The other thing is that I have started back to work. I work seasonally, and April 1st was my official opening date to start back up. But anyway, so that obviously slows me down a little bit. I don't have as much time to work on the jet ski. So yeah. I'm trying to shoot the outro for my video. My camera... It started recording just now without me touching any buttons. I think I was recording that. I'm going to try to shoot the outro on the Hero 7 and see what happens. That just about does it for this jet ski update. My camera's acting a little bit funny. I'm worried that it's going to turn off any second, so let me see if I can get through this outro without a million pauses. I hope you guys aren't too disappointed in the content. I wanted to come and make an update video for you guys to make sure that, you know, you didn't think that I abandoned the channel or that I was just not going to release a video until I had the exhaust manifolds completely finished. I will be updating you guys on that and putting videos out on that as I make some progress. I do have some really exciting stuff coming for this ski. One of the things that I have coming might be somewhat predictable because I mentioned it in an earlier video, but I think it's still going to be kind of mind-blowing to you guys. And the other thing I've been keeping really close, not very many people know about it. Nobody on YouTube knows about it yet, so it's going to be mind-blowing. I've never seen it done. I really hope that it works out. I'm extremely nervous about it because I've talked it up so much, but I think I'm going to be able to pull it off, and when I do pull it off, it is going to blow minds. It's going to be... yeah, I've said too much already. Anyway, I think that's probably a good place to end this video. Let's all cross our fingers and hope that the Jet Ski brothers can start releasing more videos, because I know we're all missing their regular content. Not trying to put any pressure on those guys. I know that they are all busy with their lives and doing the best that they can. Just trying to say that I really enjoy their content and I miss them when they're not around. I'm going to do my part by building the exhaust manifold, and so you guys are going to see some videos on that coming up pretty soon. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I want to get a picture of it and post it as my thumbnail on one of my videos and be like, what's the deal with this? Or something like that, and not say anything and then make people really angry because I didn't really get what it looks like.